Very much. Let me recognize our acting permanent secretary, Mr. Nhlanga, who is here. Let me also recognize Madam Kumalo, who is here. Vicky, please, pardon my Ndebele. Madam Vicky, who is here. From Portras, let me recognize you. All the teachers who are here, the mentors, allow me to recognize you. The parents who are here, we really want to thank you and let me recognize you. All the students who have come from various teams of the robotics clubs, let me recognize you. Let me also recognize our headmasters and also our head from the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, our PED, who is also here. Allow me to just say all protocol observed. Today we are here celebrating greatness. And greatness begins by us appreciating that from a small place, we come from somewhere and we land somewhere else. So these are young people who are going to be representing Zimbabwe at the World Robotics Olympiad in Singapore from the 26th to the 28th of November. These young people are going to be leaving tomorrow. And I really want to thank Madam Vicky for really standing by her word. The Girls in STEM Trust has got an MOU with the Ministry of ICT. And from that MOU, we realized that it is quite important for us to have private-led development when it comes to robotics development. And there we had Madam Vicky coming and approaching the Ministry of ICT. And she said she wanted to come and train young people into robotics, artificial intelligence, and digital development. So we allowed them to do that. Because as the Minister of ICT, all this work is not upon us alone, but it's upon us, meaning us and you. So we need to work together towards developing the digital landscape that we want. They went on to train 5,000 young people. And they also managed to train 150 teachers. And this is the thrust that the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education has, where we want to make sure that we train our teachers. How can our teachers teach what they don't know? So we are working together with the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education in upskilling our teachers. We are also working in making sure, yes, we know very well, some teachers, the time that they went to school, there was no robotics. So we want them to be able to appreciate and understand it so that they will also relay that same information to our students. So we are very grateful to the teachers who managed to participate. And we also have got another program that we are working with Uncommon, where we are teaching teachers into coding so that they would also train our young people and get an appreciation of where we want to go as Zimbabwe. We are also happy that we're having a conversation with the Minister of Primary and Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, where we want to even introduce AI as early as ECDA and ECDB. This means that already we are now training and equipping our children for the future. The future right now, there's never a time we cannot talk about robotics and artificial intelligence. And I'm glad that our President, His Excellency, Dr. Edi Mnangagwa, is very clear that we need to develop our country through the use of science, technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, for us to develop. So definitely, as we are talking about this, it needs us to have a collective mindset. Let's dwell on collaboration so that we achieve this. Parents, I really want to thank you. Thank you very much for being very futuristic, for motivating your children, for giving them hope that they can become the next Elon Musk.
Yes, yes.
For giving them hope that they're going to become the next Mark Zuckerberg. And this is exactly what we need to do. This has to be very clear. We need to take it from there and make sure that this is a national program that will go to every corner of Zimbabwe. Girls in STEM, I really want to appreciate you and thank you for the effort. Working so hard to make sure they reach out each and every corner. And now we have got robotics clubs in more schools. I appreciate, as Minister of ICT, we're working towards our management information system of making sure that all our schools get connected. And this we're doing through the presidential internet scheme to make sure that each and every school will become connected by 2030. Each and every school by 2030 has to have computers, has to have a reliable connectivity. This is the thrust. Because as much as we can talk about robotics, the basics are the computers and the internet. So if there is no computer and there is no internet, we cannot talk about robotics. So as much as we're talking about robotics, let's start on the basics. And the basics for us is to make sure we work towards availing computers and at least internet for each and every school. And we are working flat out together with the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education to achieve that. Again, we also want to appreciate our UN partners. We have got a program, the Giga Project, which we want to solarize. And after solarization, we want to avail computers, at least a minimum of 10 computers per school. And then now the challenge then comes to say, 10, are they enough? And we are saying, let's start somewhere. As Zimbabwe, we can never be any other country. We are Zimbabweans. And
Yes.
so we can only be able to do what we can do and capacitate ourselves to be able to play on the global stage by starting off at the basics. And then to you, our young people who are going. Stars stay up in the sky. They don't go down. Are we agreed?
Yes.
When you already shine, when you're given an opportunity to go and shine and represent the country, that's a great opportunity. We're talking about an opportunity which have managed to get out of more than 5 million other students across the country. And there you are, going and representing Zimbabwe. Well done, and congratulations. This is an opportunity for you to go and learn, and for you to make sure that you bring the prize back home. So we are proud of you. I'm seeing young people. I know, I'm sure he's the youngest. Is that not so? Are you the youngest? How old are you? He's 11 years old. But already talking about robotics. I know there are some parents here. Robotics to become a nightmare. But because they see it, you can only become what you see.
Yes.
So because they have seen their children become the greatest engineers in the country, they've supported them. So that's where we start from. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Girls in STEM started with a step of training about 200 people. Now they're talking of 5,000 people. Because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. So this is a very great journey that we are willing to support as the Minister of ICT. I would like to reassure the Girls in STEM Trust that as the Minister of ICT, we remain committed to supporting you. We remain committed to make sure that your vision is accomplished. And your vision is to make sure that we have and we create a robotics Zimbabwe. Robotics-led Zimbabwe. Where now we don't even need to have a waiter, we have a robot, just sending a robot to go and get your food. This is where we need. We can only be able to dream, but when we dream, we see what we want to become. Allow me to also thank Portras, the Minister of Primary and Secondary Education. Let me thank, of course, the Girls in STEM. I've already thanked them. Our teachers, our headmasters, our mentors from other universities and higher and tertiary institutions. We want to appreciate you for mentoring these young people. That's the only way. Yes, we will go step by step, brick upon brick, building a digital landscape that is inspired by our own ethics as Zimbabwe. And that can only happen if we are willing to make sure that we appreciate that we can do it as Zimbabwe. We don't expect anyone coming from elsewhere who will come and develop a digital landscape from Zimbabwe. We expect to do it on our own, work together. If we are going to go out, let's go and learn what others are doing and come and implement it and customize it to our own context. So thank you, boys and girls. Thank you for going and shining our flag, making sure that it always remains as high as it can be. So I really want to thank you and I really want to appreciate you. Let's go and shine. Are we agreed? It's you who is shining, it's our flag which is shining. Our flag will remain up there, and as much as it remains up there, it's all because of you. Know that you've got a collective responsibility to make sure that you represent Zimbabwe. And when you represent Zimbabwe, know that you are representing more than 17 million people. And that's a great opportunity for you. So keep it up. Thank you. Girls in STEM, thank you. Members of the Fourth Estate, we really want to appreciate you. Thank you for telling the story. You are here. If you were not here, no one would be able to appreciate what is happening here in Zimbabwe. So we really want to thank you and appreciate you for coming. I thank you.